Hi, this is Robert with Space Age Consulting, and I'm actually not home right now. We are on the road attending some family events, but I wanted to talk to you about an experience I had with the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema 4K camera that I recently got. I was trying to do a video quickly before we got on the road and talk about some of the features and some of the issues beyond the image quality, which is magnificent. Just getting it geared up and set up properly to do the kind of recordings that I do. And lo and behold, I had an issue when I was using my Sigma 18-35 that I'm using right now to record, along with the speed booster on the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 4K. With those units attached, I had my on-camera monitor and I thought everything was in focus. But let's take a look at what it looked like. This is Robert with Space Age Consulting, and welcome to 2019. I know I'm in a few days late, but better late than never. We're coming to you from my living room because we're still doing renovations at the office, and so we're not able to get in there and record. And we're about to hit the road for a couple of different occasions, not video related, but we will be taking a couple of images on the way. I also wanted to talk about some of the equipment that we've gotten since our last taping, which seems to be forever ago. We're actually recording on the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 4K right now. We're recording with the Sigma 18-35 lens and with a Samsung T5 external hard drive plugged in through the USB-C. Now, there've already been tons of footage out there available for this Blackmagic Pocket Cinema 4K. BMP, whatever. It's the 4K, Cinema 4K, that's what we'll call it. There's tons of footage out there from people who've gotten their hands on it, and even though the waiting list is miles long still, there's tons of video out there already for this camera about how people love the imaging quality and the dynamic range that it provides, how the sensor really works well with capturing images. There's some people who've done low light testing, tested out the dual ISO feature. And I wanted to talk a bit more about setting up the camera, what it takes to make it functional for what I do. So after I finished recording, dumped it all down to the computer and started to edit it, I realized the entire thing was out of focus. I went and tried to figure out what the problem was, but I didn't have a lot of time. So I ended up finishing the edit, then re-recording an explanation using a native Micro Four Thirds lens. This camera has far more quirks than I thought, and it's going to take a little bit more time to get through it than just doing a quick video. As you can see from the original video, it was a bit fuzzy, a bit out of focus. So I swapped out the Metabones and the Sigma and put on the Panasonic. Now this camera system doesn't have an autofocus, so if I slide in and out, the camera's not going to follow me. Right now, according to the monitor, I'm in focus, but let's see what it looks like when I get back on the computer. The other thing is I had quite a bit of issue getting the mic set. So the first recording was done using the internal mic. Sounds decent, but now I was able to get the XLR Mini to pick up this microphone. For some strange reason, I had to turn on phantom power, even though this lavalier is not a phantom powered microphone. I don't know what that's about. Once again, this camera is going to take a bit of getting used to, so I'm going to have to do an entire review on it to see not just the footage, but what's the setup like? How long is it going to take for you to get this thing properly where it's going to work as you expect? And right now, even though I'm using the Sigma 18-35, I'm not using a speed booster or any adapter on this Canon EOS M5. So I just wanted to give you a quick overview of one of the problems I had with the non-autofocus system and how the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema 4K camera is still gonna need some work to get it working just the way I want. It's a terrible conclusion. So I just wanted to talk about one of the issues I had with my camera. Once again, the image quality is great, but getting it set up and rigged out to create the kind of videos that I do is turning out to be a little bit more of a problem than I thought, and requiring a couple more tools than I'm used to. So stay tuned, keep looking in for the videos as I go through this process of really rigging the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema 4K camera just right. Thanks for watching, and here's hoping you see me soon.